All right, y'all. I'm back with another video. It's your girl Inspired by Z. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody had a great week. It's Wednesday, y'all, and we halfway there. And right now, I have the homeschool, old school hamburger and fries that I made for lunch, y'all. And I used a garlic butter to do my toasting of my bread in the skillet. Y'all look at this. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I got a green plate today so y'all can see my food. Don't that look good? So that's what we got. And then I'm going to bring y'all the topic. And like I said, we're going to get this through quick. We got stuff to do. I know I do. So I ain't going to keep y'all long. Lord, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Man, there's your body in Jesus' name. Amen. Y'all, I can't wait to dive into this burger. Oh my goodness. And instead of using, let me take the toothpick out. And instead of using ketchup, I use chili sauce. Make it so good. Ain't nothing like a home style burger, y'all. Nothing like it. And I cut up some fries. Well, potato fries. How y'all like y'all burger? I got lettuce, tomatoes. I use pickle relish, purple onion, mozzarella cheese, and a few bacon bits, y'all. Let me pull this back. But it's so good. How was y'all Valentine's Day? I didn't do nothing. I was resting yesterday. I have an event coming up, so I was resting. So I was preparing for that. And I ran a few errands. Everywhere was packed. I just can't do crowds, y'all. And since yesterday was that love day for the lovers, I said, let me do this. I want to do this topic. Self-love is the best love. Especially with Valentine being yesterday. I said, let me hop on here. That's the thing about self-love. You have to love yourself in order to love somebody else. And that's the only way you'll know how somebody should treat you. Because most of the time, I'm getting tongue-tied. Most of the time, you won't tolerate a lot of stuff. If you love yourself more, you won't put up with too much. Because the next thing you'll say is, I love myself too much to go through this. It's not worth it. And a lot of times it's not, because you know how you want to be treated. So that's why I say self-love is the best love, y'all. Now, I left that bottom one on too long. It cooked so quick. But it's good, though. So I said, let me get on here and discuss this. And I thought back, it took me a long time to get to this point in my life. How coming up, I was so skinny. I didn't reach 100 pounds until my 9th grade year. I was talked about. One thing, I never was called ugly. I was just skinny. They called me stick. I didn't have a shape. You know, I was just going through puberty, basically. I didn't have my adult body yet. And some of the girls in high school did. Of course, because they was older. And some of them flunked about 15 times. So I didn't think about that. And some of these folks was in the 9th grade, 17 years old. But it was during that awkward stage, y'all. It was rough. Real rough. And so that took my self-esteem down. Even though I had boyfriends. But I was still talked about. They didn't call me, like I said, they didn't call me ugly or nothing, but they talked about my body because I was a stick, basically. And that messed with me so much because I'm like, I'm skinny. I couldn't gain weight. I could not gain weight. And I ate the stuff I'm eating now. I ate back then. But now if I look at a donut, I gained 50 pounds. But this will probably be the only meal I eat. And now I'll probably make me a smoothie. Because I'm doing good with my weight loss. But I learned I freezing my bread before I eat it. And then I use my bread. And that'll help with the carbs. But anywho. And then the older I got, I started putting on weight. And some folks said I got thicker. But I still have low self-esteem issues because of it. Because I got thicker, but not in the right places, as some men said. The ones that I dated was trying to date made me feel bad. I know one guy I was dating, he tore my self-esteem down so bad. I'm like, I can't be ugly. But I had to learn that everybody wasn't for me. And that's okay. Because you're not going to satisfy everybody. You're not going to be for everybody. And that's okay. That's why it's best for you to love who you are, how God made you. That's the best love ever. Self-love. And like I said, it took me a while to learn that. Because of how I was treated in different, what I thought was relationships. But those weren't the ones for me. And then, of course, talking to my cousin, that's when it sunk in. He said, because the one for you gonna love everything about you from head to toe. He said, so forget, that ain't the word he used, but he was like, forget all the rest of them who don't appreciate a good woman. So I'm like, you're right. He used another F word. But basically he was telling me, just forget everybody. And just wait on who's supposed to be for you. So, because the rest of them, they ain't for you. And that's what I had to learn. But before all of that, I had to learn to love myself. How I was. How God made me. And once I did that, I did like a 360. Because I'm like, now I think I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, regardless of who else has an opinion about it. So now it's like if somebody say something negative to me about anything, I'm like, psh. It's like water off a duck's back. Oh, well, you missing out. That's the attitude I have now. Well, when I was single. And it's like, because I kept in mind who's for me, gonna be for me, regardless. And if not, like I said, I'd rather be single than to date somebody that's not for me. Loving yourself. And ladies, let me tell y'all something right quick. Hold on, I'm coming, y'all. Because I see this a lot. This is my pink lemonade, y'all. It's good. And I know how social media, especially with these BBLs and stuff. Ladies, if I don't care who have one, if you want one, that's your business. But please do not change your body because a man said something about your body. That's the only thing. Now, if you want it, that's fine. But don't change your looks or go through that risk. Any surgery is a risk for anybody. But that's a higher risk, changing your body that drastic in the procedure. Even though some people do have a good outcome, but it's still a high risk. But do not do it because some man say they don't like something about you. They wish this about you. Because I heard that plenty of times. If you have this or if you have that, you're a little so much better. Baby, you ain't for me. That's the attitude you have to. You ain't the one. You ain't for me. And that's the attitude you have to have. Like I said, to each his own. But just don't do it because a man said something. Men too, don't change your looks because of a woman. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't try to change how you were made to satisfy somebody. It's not worth it. But I see mainly women doing it, and a lot of women doing it because of what their man said, their significant other said. They got to change this about it. They got to change that. Why are you going through? And then the cost. You spending all this money and then somebody might see you because they can't take the attention after you. A lot of that has happened. A lot of men can't take the attention that you're getting. So they leave you. So you done did all of this. Spent all this money. Even though a lot of women say, oh, my self-esteem and got boosted in this and that and the third. But some men can't take it. They be like, I'm out. I can't. And but after all that, they say you need to change this, that, and the third, and then they gone. But love yourself enough to love who you are. And if you really want to change your body, I need to go to the gym myself. But do something, lose weight, change, do something for you, not because of somebody else, basically what I'm saying. Because it's not worth it. That's why I say you have to love yourself. And whoever wants to change something about you, they're not for you. Period. And you, like I said, it took me a long time to realize that I'm a good woman. I have a big heart. And for somebody to come in and say, well, you need to change this, or you'll look better if you had this, or you did this, I just say, bye-bye. I don't have time for that. Like I said, it used to hurt my feelings, but now I'm like, now you're showing me that you're not the one for me. That's why I stayed single for a long time until the right one came into my life. Because I'm like, I can't deal with all this crap. The same stuff over and over again. The same type of man over and over again approaching me. I can't do it. That's why I said self-love is that best love ever. Because I learned to love myself. Because I'm like, there's no way that they telling me, a man showed me a picture of a woman and said, this is how I'm supposed to look. No, this is how she's supposed to look. God made me like this. God made me like this. This is how God made me. So I'm loving me. And if you don't like it, deuces. You know what I'm saying? I can't take stuff like that. And I'm not going to. Like I said, I was single probably about 2 years, 2.5 years. And I'm like, I can't, because I could not deal with all the same old. So I just stopped and I said, you know what? That's why I said I learned to love me, because I'm like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth the stress. Love yourself. That self-love is the best love. Because like I said, I learned what I could tolerate and what I can't tolerate from it. Because I'm like, and it didn't even matter if deuces, you ain't for me. Like I said, everybody's not for everybody. And that's okay. If that person complain about how you look, what you're doing, how you doing, deuces. Love yourself enough to know that you are worth more. Self-love is the best love, and I can't express that any other way. It's the best love ever. Love yourself. Love how you look. Like I said, if this person complaining, that person is not for you. Because the person, I'm going to tell you like my cousin told me, and it stuck with me. And he passed away probably about 6 or 7 years ago. But it stuck to me. And when he said that, like I said, it seemed like I did a 360. Like, wow. Well, a 180, because I'm like, I can't go back to that. Love myself, because whoever want me, gonna want me like I am. Period. Point blank. So that's why I said I just took myself. I'm like, I'm not finna date nobody. So I just started being by myself and started loving who I am more, being by myself in my singleness is what I did. I said, Lord, you will send me. And then I prayed about it. I'm like, Lord, send me who's supposed to be for me. Send me the person that you have for me. Not the person I want, because I made eye contact with this fool and he walked up to me. That's not what I want. And like I said, after that, I'm like, okay, Lord. Then I prayed about the situation. Is this person for me? Pray about everything you do. God, the Lord will show you who is for you and who is not for you. I promise you. But I prayed about every situation. Like I said, I was by myself about 2.5 years. Because I'm like, I can't keep going through the same cycle over and over again. I love me too much. That's why I said I learned to love me. Because that taught me what type of man I wanted. If somebody was talking negative about me, you're not the one for me. So like I said, I didn't let that down me. You're just not for me, boo. Lose my number. And that's all. It is what it is. I had to learn to love me. And that was the best feeling in the world. And it's the best feeling now. Because with me loving myself, when somebody else came into my life, when the right man came into my life and started loving me the way I should be loved, I noticed everything felt different. Because I knew he loved me for me. And that made a big difference because I love myself and I knew what I wanted. And I knew that what type of love that I wanted, the type of love I wanted. I knew that. So that's why I said when I learned to love myself, it wasn't no more stressing because, he said I don't look right. I shouldn't be doing it. It wasn't none of that. None of that no more. You get down and depressed because of what somebody else saying to you. Somebody tearing you down. Somebody taking your self-esteem and ripping it from you left and right. Shredding it from you. That's why I said that self-love is the best love because you would not tolerate that. Somebody tearing you down, you'll be like, I know I look good. I'm just not for you. That's the kind of response you have after you had that self-love. I'm just not for you, baby. Time to go. Deuces, lose my number. Don't even worry about it. Find that woman that you're looking for. Don't come to me. That's the attitude you will have. Even the fellas, I'm telling you, fellas, they work with the same with you. When you find that self-love for you, you will not just put up with any woman tearing you down. Because men get tore down too. By the wrong woman that they don't supposed to be with. Men have, I won't say self-esteem issues, but they get tore down too when it comes to some women. Women tear down men too. Some, not all women, but it is some women out there that will tear a man down. Like for no reason. And that's wrong. That's why I say have that self-love. You wake up in the morning, you look in that mirror, look at yourself and be like, I know I look good. Not being so conceited with or anything. It's just because you love yourself enough to know that I'm better than somebody trying to tear me down. I'm better than that. I love myself enough to know I look good. I don't care if you got one eye and one tooth in your mouth. You look good. You look good to somebody. Somebody gonna love your one eye and your one tooth in your mouth. So do not think that just because you look a certain way, it's somebody out there for everybody. But that person that's coming trying to down you and dog you out, that's not the person you're supposed to be with. So don't feel bad and be like, oh my goodness, that's not the person for you if they downing you and dogging you out. That person gonna love you for who you are, the person who's supposed to be with you. They're gonna love you for who you are, how you look, from your head to your toe. They're gonna love you. I'm telling you, it's somebody out there for everybody. And you gonna know it. You gonna know that is the person for you. You will know it and that person will know. That's mine. That's me. Like I said, because you learn to love yourself enough to notice the notice the difference. I was trying to burp and talk at the same time. Excuse me, y'all. But you will notice the difference when you love yourself. Like I said, that self-love is the best love you can have. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I just want to put that out there for y'all. And I know I got on this bright shirt. I'm trying to brighten y'all day to day. That's all. But I hope you enjoyed this video, y'all. It's Wednesday. We halfway there. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.